Well, concerns are also growing on Capitol Hill in the wake of President Biden's poor debate performance. While some Democratic lawmakers say that they stand firmly behind his reelection campaign, there are also some clear signs that some of his support is wavering. And our Nikole Killion joins us now there at Capitol Hill to talk more about this. So, Nikole, tell us just what you're hearing from lawmakers today.
Well, we just learned within the last few minutes that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has spoken with President Biden. The two had a conversation this morning. The president has also spoken with Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, as well as Delaware Senator Chris Coons. The Biden campaign has emphasized that it has been conducting a robust outreach to members and that the president has reached out to a number of elected officials here on Capitol Hill. Of course, this comes as he prepares to meet, as you already reported, with Democratic governors later today. But certainly notable that these are really the first line of calls to some of these congressional leaders in the wake of the president's debate performance last week.
Well, Nikole, I'm wondering how is concern also for down ballot races potentially factoring into all this? Because if you have a weak person at the top, I imagine that all the lawmakers that you're speaking with that are up for re-election are concerned about their own ability to get re-elected then.
Yeah, well, there's certainly a fear factor there among some members and, internally in terms of talking to a number of aides and lawmakers, and campaign operatives. There certainly is concern about what may be revealed, particularly in some of this battleground polling, in polling for some of these key swing districts where some of those down ballot candidates could potentially feel an impact. That being said, I've also had some sources tell me that, look, by and large, a lot of these House candidates and Senate candidates, for that matter, have been polling up until now ahead of the president. So there is some hope that perhaps they can stay insulated, but certainly that concern about what may happen in terms of some of the polling numbers is quite real, and there is some real frustration certainly among members in terms of making sure that their numbers hold going into November.
All right, Nikole Killion for us there at the Capitol. Thanks, Nikole.